All right, pals. So we got a roadmap to the future of Spellbreak. Very near term, close, medium, long term. I read it in chat today when it came out, so this is gonna be a little bit different. This is gonna be me reading it in chat and then kind of talking just a little bit at the very end about it. It's dope. I'm excited. There's some things in there that we didn't really know about, especially the near term. So enjoy. Okay. Like I mentioned in the Spellbreak Day 8 post, it's time to discuss our roadmap for Spellbreak. Roadmaps lay out plans for the future of the game and what we're going to do, what we're going to be doing over the next months and potential years in some cases. We'll try to make these posts regularly, but by design, they will likely be around once a quarter. Okay. Two small notes before we dive in. Roadmaps don't generally include things like bug fixes or other small features. We've got plenty more in the pipeline that won't be mentioned below, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. Roadmaps can change, sometimes a lot. Yeah, if you guys remember the roadmap from beta and alpha changed a lot. No, I didn't. Big Mike, what's going on? I didn't. They changed a lot. They changed a whole fucking lot. So just keep that in mind. This represents our plans as of today. There are all sorts of reasons something could be moved on or off the roadmap. A feature might be more technically or artistically challenging than originally thought. It might fail in playtesting and need a massive rework. A new opportunity could come up, or we could receive some really insightful feedback that we want to react to. But by sharing this very early in the process, we're trusting that you'll take it in the spirit with each which is given. If and when things do change, and they will, we'll strive to keep you updated as well. Okay, that's before we start. In short term, think less than a month. We're primarily focused on patch 1, aka 1.1. This includes a ton of bug fixes that showed up post-launch. While its focus is on fixing bugs, it also includes a number of small quality of life features, some rebalancing to aim assist and updates to sound effects. In addition to 1.1, we're also going to be rolling out the Shadow Step and Chronomaster runes. Shadow Step allows you to do short range dash and become invisible for a brief amount of time. In the right hands, it's incredibly powerful and enables some amazing plays. Chronomaster gives you control over time itself. A few seconds after use, it rewinds your health, armor, and positioning to the time at which you activated it, letting you heal back damage or juke out your opponents in a big way. That's fucking huge. This is a roadmap, Babber. Roadmap for the future. So what that means is that Shadow Step is coming back, Chrono's coming back. I wonder if they're going to change them at all. They probably will. We did see like the Chronomaster badge in game, and we also got a teaser at the Chronomaster, what I think is Chronomaster skin. So we got that. Midterm, let's use a time frame of 1 to 3 months for midterm here. So that first short term is with less than a month. Midterm, I think it's gonna be October 1st, potentially maybe sooner because there's a lot of issues right now. So maybe sooner. Midterm, let's use this time frame 1 to 3 months from midterm here. A good portion of the team has been working on the 2 patches following 1.1 since before launch, and I'm going to refer to these 2 patches as Prologue and Chapter 1. Okay. Basically Tracer. Yeah. It's a lot like traceability. Big Boss Man 999, there's what follows. Be whining about Chrono. They'll be whining about Conduit Chrono for sure. For sure, dude. And now for a quick diversion here to talk about Spellbreak's chapter system at a high level. You've seen it on the main menu, grayed out and taunting you. But what is it? We want to tell you a story in Spellbreak, and we want to do it over the course of weeks, months, and years. It's not just about adding a new gameplay mechanic every other week, but about exploring why that gameplay exists in the world. We want you to explore new content in an expanding world with us and your fellow players at the most, at the most basic level. The chapter system provides you with weekly quest-based story content and rewards. On top of that, as you make your way through the chapter, as a whole, you'll unlock new gameplay and cosmetic rewards. Gameplay rewards, interesting, okay. In the coming weeks, we'll have a much more in-depth look at the chapter system, but I wanted to provide some basic context for what first parts in it described below. Prologue. In our first major patch, we're going to be setting up the story of the coming chapters, and we'll be introducing the following features. The beginning of the chapter system will reunite you with Avira Imberdeen, who's a person from the tutorial, if you remember that, who will help further hone your skills as a battle mage and earn some tasty cosmetics along the way. Clash, our 9v9 team deathmatch mode, will kick off during the prologue. Clash is an excellent way to blow off steam and get into some non-stop spellbreak combat as you battle one another in a race to a predetermined number of exiles. It's also great to completing some of the harder quests. Okay. It's time for spooky Halloween, not canon. Halloween, not canon. Some tricks and treats will be coming to the store. Okay, 3 new 3-point talents. 3 new 3-point talents. Your builds are about to get a lot harder to plan. Uh-oh. New and some reworked consumables. Interesting, including a brand new gameplay affecting one. Okay. This is gonna get weird. I'm down. Just give us Forebear back. Just give me Marla. Chapter 1, the second major patch is going to kick the story off in earnest. You'll be introduced to the Order of the Vow-Breakers and given your first assignment, researching the Spellstorm and trying to put a stop to it. As for the rest of the chapter 1, we'll have more info for you soon. Okay. Okay. I'm into this. Consumables, 3 talents and consumables. I'm interested. Fervor, Thirsty, and Recovery 3 points. 3 new 3-point talents. No, new talents that are 3 points. 10. Long term. Long term is where things that are very large or in very early stages of development live. These things are likely 3 months or more out, but have been deemed a priority and discussion are happening internally. There's not going to be a lot here in terms of specifics to share, but we wanted to let you know that this is stuff we're actively discussing, designing, and nailing down. For all of these, they're far enough out that there's plenty of time for feedback and discussion with y'all. And that's what we hope to do over the coming months. More gauntlets, classes, elements, runes, etc. Yep, we've got a lot of this exploration we've been doing here into art styles for elements, concepts, and prototypes for gauntlets and runes, and more. We've even opened a few jobs specifically to work on these in the past few weeks. That's kind of fucking dope. Ranked competitive modes. You guys have been asked about this question a lot. Spellbreak's combat, skill expression, and team dynamics make this an incredibly exciting place to explore. We've heard a lot of feedback here and have a number of ideas that we're kicking around. But what are you looking for? Small-scale team versus team arena-style skirmishes? Yes. Ranked league-style gameplay? Sure. Large-scale esports matches? Yes. Private lobbies? Yes. Something else? Yeah. Limited time modes. As the other end of the spectrum, we want to introduce a variety of limited time modes that utilize the crazier mechanics in Spellbreak. Frozen Alacrity or flight races, Featherfall plus Gauntlet only matches, loot pinatas, low stress modes that highlight mechanics in new and hilarious ways, or, if I'm being honest, as a test ground for the most permanent introductions of more experimental guides. Guilds. This is something I want really badly in the game. I've wanted this since the beginning. Finally, we want to introduce ways for you to play together with your friends that last longer than a single match or session. We want to reinforce social bonds amongst players, give you shared goals that you can work together towards, and proudly show off your group's accomplishments. Very short term. As of this posting, the store schedule will be rolling over tonight into its normal schedule. We've completed our tests, so you'll find new stuff in the store much more frequently. Enjoy. Fuck yeah! We also have our AMA in r/games on Friday, September 18th at 5 p.m. EDT or EST. It's the same thing. So stop by and ask us anything. Thanks. This was longer than I expected it to be when I started writing, but I hope it was useful for you and that it gave you more understanding into where we're headed. Thanks again for reading and for playing Spellbreak. We've got a lot ahead of us, and we're happy. We're so happy you're coming along for the journey. Yo, is that from Jesse? It is from Jesse. I fucking love Jesse. So short term, we've got the patch 1.1, which is the Chronomaster Shadow Step, which is like the bug fixes, aim assist stuff, some sound stuff, and they're adding Shadow Step and Chrono, which makes me very happy to see them back. I feel like you need an opinion corner for live stream. Thinking spot, if you will. It's gonna be cool to see like the chapter shit. I'm really excited for like the limited time modes and the ranked competitive modes. I've wanted a 3v3 style mode for a really, really long time. Kind of like Destiny's Trial. Yeah, also the store, is it tonight? Is that moves for this? As of this posting, the store schedule should be rolling over tonight into its normal schedule. So there should be normal stuff, different stuff tonight in there. But yeah, I've wanted a 3v3 mode for a really, really long time. So I really hope that comes. Plus the chapters. I don't know if you guys saw the tease of what's to come from the pack stuff. But if you didn't, I made a video on it. You can check it out. I don't remember if I made a command for it in chat, but yeah. Also, something that I think needs to be added. I know we talked about it a little bit, Seth. There needs to be a way to reset password, change email in your Spellbreak account. Because like, you can't do that, and that's no bueno. So. Custom 1v1 would be cool too. I agree. That'd be super sick. That'd be super sick. So, anyways, this is huge.